So it's 3 in the morning and I'm not gonna go to bed because I just got out of bed. You might be asking, what kind of psychopath wakes up at 3 a.m. every day? Me. So I've been waking up at 3 a.m. for the past week or so, and it's actually been working out really great for me. Back to the $1,000,000 question of why I would wake up at 3 a.m. every single day and put myself through that pain. Well, there's many reasons for it. One, increased workflow. And that's about it. So this is how everyday life would go. I wake up at 6 a.m., stare blankly off into space. Wake up at 7 a.m., get ready for school, go to school, finish school, come back, stare blankly into space, eat dinner, get ready for bed, and go to bed. So basically what would happen was two things. I would wake up at 6 a.m., like the early riser kind of thing, right? And I would wake up and have nothing to do. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, I can do a lot of things. There's an hour to do a lot of things. I can work out, I can do some work, I can read, I can meditate, I can stretch, I can do whatever I want. But that never happened to me. You see, I woke up at 6, and then I just went back to sleep, and I woke up at 7. Like every single day. I don't know why I did, but I did. Because maybe I just got a satisfaction for waking up early. The second thing that would happen was I would finish school at around 3 or 4 every day, and then I would have until 6 or 7 until my parents came to eat dinner together. So then there's like a 3 to 4 hour gap every single day after school in which I plan to work. You know, every day I'm like, all right, so I'll come out of school and then I will put in an extra 3-4 hours of work and push myself so that I can have dinner and rest and enjoy the rest of the night. And unfortunately, that didn't happen either. And so what really ended up happening was that throughout the entire day, I wouldn't really do any work except for the work that I had to do because it was due the next day. Obviously, for a senior year high school student who's taking the IB-DP program, that's not a good idea. So I decided to do something about it. And so I had two problems. I was waking up early for absolutely no reason at all. It didn't mean that I wasn't getting enough sleep because I slept quite early. I slept around 9 to 10 and woke up at 6. So, you know, it's adequate amount of sleep. I was just waking up early and not doing anything. Like it was useless. And then the second problem, probably the bigger problem, was that I wasn't working for I was missing out on 3 hours of work because I was just tired from school and I was just mentally fatigued. So, solution: sleep at 7:30 every day and wake up at 3 so that I can work from 3 until school starts. I don't think a lot of videos have been made about waking up at 3 a.m. But if you're a high school student, or maybe, you know, it works if you're a university student as well, but if you're a high school student, this sleeping schedule might just work for you. So let me tell you why. So first off, it kind of guarantees that you do work for the day. Every single day, there's always a part of you that's like, okay, I kind of feel tired. I might take a power nap. Takes a nap for 3 hours. Or, okay, I kind of feel tired. Let me just watch YouTube for a bit so that I can relax and get my level up to where I can start working again. Watches YouTube for the next 3 hours. You know, those kind of things where you're really dipping in motivation. Waking up early and just working, starting off the day working, is going to be a lot easier for you than working in the middle of the day, especially if you're someone that loses motivation like me. It's kind of like physically removing you from an environment where you can procrastinate. It's like when you wake up this early and this dark, there's no one to distract you, and you're waking up with a purpose. You're waking up for the sole reason to work, and you know that yourself, so you're gonna wake up and brush your teeth or do whatever that you do in the morning and then start getting to work. And quite conveniently, that gets rid of both the problems that I had of waking up early aimlessly and not doing any work. The second reason would be to get rid of your distractions. So what would also happen to me that I did not mention before, so I would have dinner and then come back to my room and get on my computer saying that I will work mentally in my head. But coincidentally, that's when everybody got on to play games. Because, you know, the evening is the time to relax. You know, I get these messages, hey, get on Val, get on Discord, get on this, whatever. And then we would just, you know, play a couple games. You know, the saying was, let's play 1 or 2 games and get off. That never happens. And we would always play until like 12 a.m. Mind you, this is 12 without having done any work for the entire day. So if we sleep early, even though it sounds kind of like a boomer thing, like even though it sounds like what your dad would do to like pass out at 8, if you go to bed, if you try your best to go to bed at 7:30, then you're also physically removing yourself from the environment where you can get distractions from your friends. And so from a productivity point of view and an objectively right thing for a student to do, it's the right choice. And not enough people know about this. Seriously, waking up at 3 sounds like a cringy thing. You know, at this point there's a lot of cringe out there about like I woke up at 5 a.m. for a month. This is what happened. I woke up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 3 a.m. every day. I wake up but they missed the point. They missed the point because most of the videos don't really have a solid reason why they would do this. But if you're a high school student, this schedule works. I don't know if you're a uni student, I don't know when you take your classes, you can be flexible, but if you're a high school student, your school always starts around 7 or 8, right? Or 9, maybe, I don't know, depending on your school. That means that you can wake up early, do work, and get your brain into momentum so that you can take your first class without feeling that drowsiness. Now, the most important thing about this is that you don't miss out on sleep though, because it's waking up at 3 but not being sleep deprived, okay? You can't be sleeping at 12 and waking up at 3, sleeping 3 hours every day and be like, oh, I'm the productivity god. Everything falls apart if you don't have sleep. So the hardest part about it, to be honest, is not waking up at 3, is going to sleep at 7:30, which is a ridiculously early time. It's like you eat dinner and then you just go straight to bed. Like it's super lame. But that's what you gotta do. If you don't find yourself working, or if you lack motivation, just try it. To every single one of you watching, if you're struggling to get work done, try change your sleep schedule, you know, and drastic changes to your lifestyle makes you feel like a new person, you know, makes you feel like you want to do new things, and makes you feel like you want to work, which is a new thing that you've never done before. So seriously, if you're a high school student, especially, try this sleep schedule. Go to bed, try to go to bed between 7:30 to 8:30 every single day, and wake up at 3 or 3:30 so that you can get, you know, 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single day. Once you wake up with the sole purpose of I'm going to finish work, I'm going to do work. The first 3 hours of the day is going to be you working, and then you can go to school. Boom, bada bam, everything works out. Try it. You're gonna thank me later. Anyway, thanks for watching.